his wealth of experience. The life matters actually. Now, today the world is very fast and examination oriented, so everybody wants to focus largely on the unit outline and each topic that we have discussed. And as a result, sometimes we miss certain human touch, humanity. I think Mr. Afonso wanted, I don't know whether intuitively or inadvertently, so he brought all these things into the class, and this class is different as a result is very interesting, I would say. And I'm sorry I'm speaking English because we have an international story over years. Equally, more to knowledge, to give the importance, for this education. Mr. Afonso may be one of your colleagues, and so that everybody is and so that's it. So then we were together for several years as colleagues. Earlier it was teacher, student, university, and then we became colleagues. And when I think of Mr. Afonso, now in economics, I studied, I remember some time ago, people react to incentives. In economics it says, people react to incentives. And Mr. Afonso is a good example for that. He started his PhD about, I don't know, so many millions years ago. And ultimately, the university gave him the ultimate. That was his incentive. So he did it in few days or few months. I don't know how. So then I thought, I read this, maybe somebody told me in the classroom, people react to incentives, otherwise he would retire. So he had to work forever to the university, but then suddenly he did it very soon. He will be uh, joining the Doctors Club and the Ireland Club. He will have more work after retirement, I guess. So that's good in a way. So retirement doesn't mean that you stop working, and it is actually a new lease of life. And so it is now. A good example is Professor Srimala Veeratna. So he has retired, but we see him every day in the university with his usual smiling face, and he gives us a lot of encouragement, a lot of energy in the morning when we see him. After retirement, he is in front of us, smiling at us. How are you? And sharing a cup of tea maybe with us, and managing a big organization. So those are very good signs. And retirement means actually uh, new start. So if we think in that way, so we could do or continue the work that we have done. And that's it. So thank you once again for being here with us. It's a nice, small family library. I'm very happy as a colleague, one of his students and one of his admirers, and one of my teachers, to be in front of you and to wish you well and to appreciate your work. So it is my privilege. Right? And we wholeheartedly wish you all the best to your family and your kids. Now they are not kids anymore, the children. So we want to see you at least once a week. Residing in Anandura, Kerala is residing in Colombo. He could visit us regularly, but you could at least visit us weekly basis or maybe few days a week. Who knows? We will continue teaching mathematics in the faculty. So then we meet you and continue to share our thinking, ideas, and other things, humor, like always. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening to me and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Professor Amilkes. Please join me in welcoming Vice Chancellor, Senior Professor H.D. Karunaratne to enlighten us about our hero of the day.
Very good evening. I hope you can see me here. Our great teachers, Professor W. Lakshman and Dr. Howard Nicholas, and today's main character, Mr. Indrajit Afonso, and his family members, dear colleagues. It gives me actually a sad situation to speak on behalf of him, one of our batchmates in the MA program. When Professor W. Lakshman started the MA, we were in the first batch. At that time, we realized that Indrajit has good English knowledge, and he was talking and talking. Sometimes the lecturers cannot teach in the class because we were waiting when Indrajit will stop the lecture. So, and there was one Mr. Ratnayak also and the Indrajit. Both of them run the class with the lecturers. We are waiting. So anyway, that was in 1990, 91. So long ago, 35 years before. So anyway, we were together, and one important thing what I realized that in Indrajit's life, that he has taken sabbatical leave from the university and made a hostel for university. So he has gone and taken sabbatical and made the hostel for university. I think in the Televala hostel, he was really making hostel for university. That's a very rare thing the person will do. Practically, he was good at with the students, and whenever he felt anything against the students, he was talking and helping, and all the time in all the forum, he was defended the students and the university, and whatever the political ideology or the economic ideology he has, he was he never kept the silence. All the time he spoke for the justice and the what he is believing. And apart from that, he had many troubles because of the PhD issue. So finally, he overcame. So that we always wish him that, of course, he submitted the thesis. That was the most important thing for me last couple of months. we were struggling to finish that issue. So anyway, Indrajit, you did it. That is the most important thing. And in the university life, we have met many times. And Indrajit, I think not only in the economics department, he has been teaching in faculty of graduate studies also for a certain time period, MBA program or somewhere. And he has done a marvelous job in teaching. He loved for teaching all the time. He always liked to speak and teaching the subject. So it is one of the important things in university lecturers. And he spent a lot of time in the university. That is also very important. So on behalf of the university, we wish you a very happy, lengthy life, healthy life. And we believe that you will also come here and with the department and the university. So we wish you all the very best in your endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Senior Professor Karunaratne. Please join me in welcoming Professor W.D. Lakshman to the stage to address the congregation on this eventful evening.
Good evening, everybody. Nicholas, Khalid, Ram, head of the department, Vice Chancellor, whoever I can see from here, and all the others who are gathered here on this important occasion. Bidding farewell to a teacher, to a colleague who had been in this university, in this department, teaching for nearly 25 years. Because I think about 25 years ago, when I met him in Colombo, I'm meeting with him. I can't remember how it happened. I think Howard would have introduced him to me at that time, probably. Or else in some other connection, I met him anyway. We have been working together for quite some time before he, in fact, joined the Department of Economics. It was a time when I was trying to change the recruitment policies of the department, bring in other important people who have got their training in other important disciplines, not to restrict recruitment to people who have done economics and done economics in the Colombo University. That was the system in the past. Those who are selected for departments have to have studied in the department, in the same department. This is the so-called inbreeding problem, which I wanted to change. And there were two persons whom I have brought from the economics discipline, and his close friend, is over there. So both of them came into economics from a mathematics background, but unlike many who have gone into mathematical economics, people who have been in that kind of position, many of them have gone into mathematical economics, but these two gentlemen, in fact, moved out of our traditional economics, neoclassical economics, and remain more or less political economy political economy proponents. So Indrajit's PhD has been referred to several times here before me. This is probably the second occasion economics department teacher completed his PhD almost at the time when he retired from service. I am referring to your predecessor, MP Pirish. I can remember the effort I have taken to get him to finish his PhD. He would write a PhD thesis but would not complete. There are little bits which I wanted him to complete. So the thing dragged on, and maybe it is something similar, probably, in the case of Indrajit. He often mentions that he has been working on this thesis for 13 years or 15 years, or not millions of years anyway. But I am sure he had written this out in his mind. Otherwise, he would not have been able to finish this in 3 months' time. That is what he had done eventually. And Howard was there to help him. There was a time when he refused to come and ask for my assistance in completing the thesis because I have been having difficulties making him or persuading him to spend time and finish this off. Anyway, Indrajit's teaching work, achievements, and what a good teacher he has been is what most people before me mentioned. Let me also mention another aspect of his life. This is a period of time when almost all economists we know of have been changing into the belief of there is no alternative but the IMF. I can see in both mathematics and economics in this department refusing to do that, continuing to stick to his belief that there are worthwhile alternatives to probe into. It's not that correct to consider that in economic policy matters, there is only one alternative. Indrajit, I am sure, will continue to do this in his retirement life, trying to look for alternative methodologies, alternative policy frameworks to take this country out of its present conditions. Indrajit was a very good friend, very close, dear friend. In addition to my relationship with him as then head of the department and later on Vice Chancellor of the university, he was all throughout a very good friend. So he is retiring after 25 years of very good service to the university, making me believe that I have made a correct decision in recruiting him or guiding the others to recruit him. So I believe that he will continue to do good things in this country in terms of writing these newspaper articles and doing things to change the way this country goes ahead. And finally, let me wish all the best for him in his retired life. Let him have the courage to continue doing his good things, doing the good things he had been doing. And I wish that he will be living with you for, like his father, for many, many decades to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Lakshman. There's a small token of appreciation arranged by the Department of Economics to appreciate your excellence in service and for your dedication to our university. If you may kindly come to the stage, sir. And I invite Professor Alupke and Professor Gunaruwan to present the token of appreciation.
You don't want to see that. There are too many decorations on it. I'll take it out. What's wrong with you guys? Ask them. So you're going to dress me up, huh?
Actually, it's not.
I'll remember that. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I cordially invite Professor Gunaruwan to remain on stage.
Guy could destroy my.
Professor Gunaruwan is fondly known to be one of the closest friends of Sir Alfonso, and I'm sure There's no other like her to share a few memories with the audience. Over to you, sir.
Okay. So I was, when I'm cycling, I just playing English in my mind, literally. So I went back, and they took me. From there onwards, I decided I'm going to do English. It's nothing to do with being English, being posh or anything, just the fascination I got. And so when Luns met me, I'm a transformed person from being a village lad who had no English for somebody who had overconfidence in English, although not playing very well, right? But then that's the continuation of relationship I had with Luns and also the English story he was talking about. So coming to the PhD point. He started PhD in 2009 from his, I forget his name. He was the UGC vice chairman. He was a friend of mine. And he said, there's a book, this thing, why don't you join? So we joined. Sashi and I registered. And so I had the intention of doing a PhD, but I never knew what a PhD is in life. It never had any drive in me. So I thought I was going to do it for the simple reason of having a title, but it never motivated. And it kept on going on and on for so long, changed my topics, but never got down to doing it. But to the end of it, it was not anything else. I understand, it was not anything else. I have registered as a university lecturer for the PhD. So if I had to finish it before my return. So that was my decision, which really drove me into a different gear. I closed myself inside the room, 24 hours. Probably I will be working for 20 hours a day continuously. And it worked. Now, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. PhD is not something that's going to change me. I'm still be myself. And why I'm saying this is, I think as a person, I was trying to fit into the university system. I think it is a passion for teaching. I enjoy teaching, and also I enjoy every calamities in the university. So I walked into problems. I walked into literal fights. She was my bodyguard. Instantly. Please don't go. Please don't go. But I feel, look, I am part of the academic community. I have a role to play. So I talk to everyone. Sometimes I basically blast them. But the next day, hey, come here, and I share something. So this gave me access to many students, but I almost saw them many times. I got completely lost into at the Telangana hostel for about 4 or 5 hours. The cops came to release me. Students said, no, he can't do it. I said, no, it's not because of you. I'm not going. I'm going to solve this. So that's the challenge I had in the university life. One incident I remember, there was a fight, and those guys came here with sticks. I was chasing behind them. And then at last, as I turned, somebody said something which was not so good. And I had to take a decision whether to react or whether to just go away, because I knew they could assault me. But I took the decision, so I was going to fight back. I held him by the shirt, pushed him to the wall. He's a tall guy. He said, what the hell you said? You? I said something. And he dropped his sticks. I was shivering myself. So we parted the way. I'm a bodyguard. So that story finished. I meet this guy after 5 years. He's a leading lawyer in. He was asking me, do you remember this incident? I said, no, I don't remember. But I do remember it, but I don't know who the guy is. That's me. And he was telling me the story. You know, when he pushed me to the wall, I got so scared. I went to the hostel, took my bag, and went home. And I stayed at home for 3 days, came back. My God, I met you on the corridor. And I said, I received you and said, hey, hi, buddy. So these are the kind of anecdotes I have in the university life. What I'm not too sure is, the other thing I'm not too sure is whether I'm a scholar. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a scholar in that sense. But I'm definitely a person who wanted to be part of the university and take all the hassle of the university life, risk of university life, without any hesitation. And so to that extent, I feel that I have done whatever I can do. Correction, Karu, Vice Chancellor, this is your bachelor's, that I took study leave, but spent my study leave on the hostel. so this is the sort of eccentric person I am. But nevertheless, it was extremely nourishing to feel that the kind of people I came across, and they are absolutely memorable. I share a lot of memorable feelings. And one of the intellectual discussions I have with whenever we meet, and we talk a lot of these matters in a very critical way, and I enjoyed that conversation really. With Professor Lakshman, and he was more like a sacred guru, whom I see from a very broad institutional perspective and transforming the university system. Every semester, and that gives you a lot of resourceful thinking and feelings, which gives you very positive vibrations to your mind and the body. Okay, with that little thing, thank you so much for organizing this. Give it back to the department so that this can be used in any application where you have to reward somebody, either fall for the therapy or for the therapy. I would love to give it back to the because it gives me such a lot of pleasure to be part of the department. When you're living in it, you say that, okay, this was given to so and so, he gave it back. Okay, good night.
There's a token of gratitude arranged by the Economic Students Association in honor of your dedicated days of service, sir. If you may kindly come to stage once more, sir.
Really?
And I invite the President of the Economic Students Association to present the token of gratitude.
These are good attitude to students.
I would like to extend my appreciation on behalf of the organization and the department to everyone here today for being a part of this wonderful event and for the
communication